Hey guys, it's Kara. Okay, so I know that when I was in high school or younger, I would always want to read adult books, but I didn't really have any friends who read adult books, so I didn't know of any to read. Well, I figure I'll be that friend to you guys who don't really read adult books, and I'll show you some books that I read in high school or recently that I really enjoyed. So, here we go. The first one that I read is definitely a much more mature read. I wouldn't recommend reading it if you have if you don't like reading books that are grim in nature. But it is Mysterious Skin by Scott Heim, and I believe that's how you say his name, Heim or him. I'm not quite sure. But on the cover here, over here, that is Joseph Gordon-Levitt. In case you guys are wondering, he starred in the film adaptation of this book. This book is really interesting. It follows two different boys. Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character, his name is Neil McCormick, and he's kind of struggling with his sexuality and then some events that happened in his past with his baseball coach, and he's just kind of, figuring all of that out. They live in a small town. And then another boy in the book, I believe his name's Brian. Yes, Brian Lackey. He, when he was a child, was abducted by aliens, and he has to deal with that. And he is missing a little bit of time, about 5 hours from his childhood, and it just kind of tells the story about both of these boys and then how they help each other out. It is definitely a very intense read. I wouldn't recommend it just for a light sit down. None of that. I would recommend it if you really want to feel emotionally invested in these two characters, especially Neil McCormick's character. So chilling and creepy. Anyway, the next book that I actually had to read for high school, but I really enjoyed it, and I feel like a lot of you guys would too, is Tuesdays with Morrie by Mitch Albom. And this book is about a guy who I don't even remember if he's dying or he just, I can't even describe the book to you, but let me see if I can find the inside flap. It's been 10 years since Mitch knows. No. Maybe it was a grandparent or a teacher or a colleague, someone older, patient and wise, who understood you when you were young and searching, helped you see the world as a more profound place, gave you sound advice to help you make your way through it. That's just kind of like a little snippet. But this book, basically, what I'm trying to get to, it's one of those books that kind of enlightens you, if you will. I don't know, it's just really good, and just read it, okay? I'm just really bad at giving synopsises, okay? I'm sorry. Alright, the next one I actually read for a book club, and it was And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie, which I believe Gretchen McNeil wrote 10, and that book is kind of based off of this book, where it's about 10 strangers who get put on an island, and then they all start dying. And this is the original, so it's freaking awesome. Go read it. And then the last one I'm going to share with you, just really quickly, is a book that someone pushed it on me when I was in high school, and I read it, and I just didn't really, oh my gosh, I didn't expect it to be, oh my gosh, you have to read it. Basically, it's by the same guy who wrote Fight Club, and that's Chuck Palahniuk, and it is Invisible Monsters. It follows a girl who got half of her face shot off, and so she's missing the bottom half of her face. And it's actually kind of funny, and just there's twists, of course, because it's Chuck Palahniuk. And actually, this cover is one of my favorites because it's a girl's face, her mouth got blown off, but then if you turn it upside down, it's another guy's face. How cool is that? So, anyway, yes, these are just 4 adult books that I read at a young age that I really enjoyed. So if you guys want to read some adult books and you don't know which ones to read, I would recommend giving some of those a shot. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye!